Normally, you build up resources like food, tools, and armor in the overworld so that you can enter the Nether safely and obtain your blaze rods you need to beat the game. But what if I start in the Nether? How will I get out? How difficult is the Nether with absolutely nothing? Can I even beat the game? First off, I will start in the Nether and set my respawn point here, so even if I die, I'll just respawn in the Nether with nothing. I will also not be using anything from the overworld. The only time I will spend in the overworld is using Eyes of Ender to find the stronghold and navigating the stronghold. Also, I will be using the current version of Minecraft, which is 1.20.10, and be playing exclusively on normal difficulty. So with that, let's start the run. After I load in, the first thing I need to look for is Crimson or Warped Forest, as there are only sources of wood for the run. Nether planks can be interchanged in any wood recipe except for boats. Luckily, we spawned pretty close to a Warped Forest that only requires me to break a couple pieces of netherrack by hand to get to. This Warped Forest allows me to have full tools right at the start of the run. While I'm in a Warped Forest, I decide to kill a few Endermen, as Ender Pearls are very useful for early Nether travel, and we're going to need them for Eyes of Ender, since bartering with piglins got nerfed in patch 1.16.2. And I might have gotten the most lucky spawn ever, because the Warped Forest is right next to a Basalt Delta, which has Blackstone, a block that functions similarly to Cobblestone in all ways that matter, like making stone tools and a furnace. The only thing we're really lacking now is food and gold. I grab all the gold I can find early on so I can have early gold armor and not get harassed by piglins, as we really can't afford to take damage when we have zero food. Any extra gold will be used to barter for ender pearls. Luckily, I find a bastion really early on, so I craft my gold boots and grab some extra blocks so I can enter it safely. I don't really want to walk around the bastion itself too much, since if a piglin brute catches me off guard, it will most likely kill me. So I mine straight to the gold blocks and straight to the chest at the bottom, hoping for iron. And our first chest is the biggest high roll of the run yet. Okay, diamond shovel. Some food. Block of iron. Oh my god. We get an iron block, a gold block, some food, and a diamond shovel. Would have preferred a diamond pickaxe, but beggars can't be choosers. With the iron, I immediately craft an iron pick so I can mine the gold blocks and start bartering with the piglins. Don't shoot me, please. Please, stop. Yes, take gold. With the extra iron, I make things like a bucket, since a lava bucket is our best way of easily and safely killing piglin brutes, and a shield, just to be extra safe. I went back out to where I entered the bastion so I could pick up my anti-brute liquid, then head into the ramparts of the bastion to try and find more food and gold to barter with. Using the bucket of lava, I kill a couple of piglin brutes by the chest in the center of the ramparts. The center chests in the ramparts end up having 6 golden carrots, which is literally the best food in the game, as well as another block of gold. The main things we need from trading with the piglins are ender pearls, obsidian, and fire charges. Obsidian and fire charges will let us go back to the overworld to get to the stronghold. Since they nerfed the barter rates in version 1.16.2, I look around the entire bastion grabbing every single gold block I can find. I end up getting so much iron that I craft myself some iron armor as well, as you can never be too safe in the Nether. As I was doing my final sweep of the ramparts, I found this lone piglin who was a little too upset about me borrowing their gold. I also head up to the top of the bastion, as the main bastion chests can have food in them such as gold carrots that we find, along with other things that can help us like a little extra obsidian and arrows for the ender dragon. In the other chest, we get a diamond pickaxe, an amazing high roll. We don't really need the pickaxe much anymore, but it's nice to know that we won't need one for the rest of the run. I go back down with all of the gold we obtained and see that we're finally at 13 ender pearls from bartering. We can basically leave now, but I might as well barter the rest of our gold. While organizing my inventory and bartering a little bit more, we get up to 17 ender pearls, which honestly for version 1.16.2 is really good odds. So with that, it was time to leave the bastion. Oh my god. Oh, oh, oh wow. Our goal while looking for another fortress is to get to a different quadrant for a new structure to be able to spawn. Basically, within these 432 by 432 cords, only one structure can spawn, bastion or fortress. So, since we know that our bastion was in a negative positive quadrant, we just need to go outside of these coordinates so we have a chance of finding a fortress. While searching around the Nether, we finally get to a Nether waste biome, or known as a default normal regular old classic Nether. Nether wastes have a ton of red and brown mushrooms, and using the warped planks we got from the warped forest, we can craft mushroom stew, which is what I pre-planned on being our main food source for the run. Pretty quickly after that, we find a fortress and head up to grab our blaze rods. This part of the run is pretty easy since we have full armor, a good weapon, a shield, unlimited food, and like 10 fire resistant potions I got from bartering. It was just about exploring to find the spawner and collecting our blaze rods. After collecting our blaze rods, I decided to put down my first portal to the overworld. I'm not going to use anything from the overworld, I just need to throw a few Eyes of Ender so I can find the stronghold. After throwing a few too many Eyes of Ender to calculate where my stronghold was, we finally head back into the Nether to place our second portal. Now, I don't know how low you have to be in the latest version to make a portal that generates in a stronghold, so I basically go as low as I could before building it. Using a fire charge to light it, it was time to pray that I would spawn in the stronghold. And it worked. After literally the quickest navigation of all time, it was time to beat the Ender Dragon. Now, I didn't get that much string, nor did I really care about trying to one cycle with beds, so I used a bow I crafted in the Bastion to blow up all the pillars, so even if I messed up the one cycle, she wouldn't regain HP. On this perch, I actually realized I forgot to even craft the beds, so I end up just crafting them while she's down here. After poking her down with a few arrows, it was time to complete the run. I don't know why, but after the end credits, I got stuck in this bedrock, and it probably had something to do with me setting my world respawn point in the Nether. This run was actually pretty quick. It took me a little under an hour to complete. I really thought it was going to be a lot harder. If you liked the video, please like, comment, and subscribe so I can continue to grow, and for YouTube to show my content to more people. If you like this video, please check out my other video, where I beat Minecraft without mining or crafting, as it's one of the hardest challenges I've ever done. Thank you so much for watching.